Hi everyone, welcome back to my mini series where I break down yoga poses. If you don't know me, my name is Jade and I'm a 200-hour certified yoga teacher in Yin and Yang. If you like this video and would like to follow the series, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Instagram. I know I've been missing for the last 2 weeks. Usually at the end of the video, I would say something like, see you next week. And that helps me set the commitment to post a video every week. But I've been so busy the last 2 weeks with work and I was just physically tired as well, so I just had to take that break. Hopefully now I'll be able to sort of jump in again to this little habits and routine thing, and then it'll be like riding a bicycle again. So whenever you're ready, let's just meet on the mat. If you watched the previous 2 videos in my mini-series, then you have noticed that we're kind of exploring vinyasas. We look at downward facing dog and chaturanga. Today we're going to look at upward facing dog and cobra pose. When I first started yoga, usually in the class, these 2 poses are used interchangeably. But as I practice more, and I watch a few more videos and do my research, and also went for my yoga teacher training, I noticed that the muscles being used and the muscles targeted are just very different. So maybe we can just try together and then you'll notice the difference. So come to lie all the way down on your belly. Have your feet hip distance apart. Press the tops of your feet into the mat until your knees slightly lift off. Notice that your legs will start to engage and your glutes are slightly toned as well. Place your hands beside you, elbows slightly bent. Start to lift your chest up and then shine your chest forward, come into your cobra pose. Thighs and hips are still on the mat, elbows are bent, hug your elbows in towards your side ribs. Roll your shoulders back and down. Notice that the muscles that you're stretching or sort of contracting here is more on the upper back, upper mid back when you do this. Make sure the glutes are still squeezing here. And then to release, just lower back down. So when I first started, usually I place all my weight on my arms and my arms will get so tired in cobra pose. So try to use the back muscles to lift you up. I'll talk about it later because it's something we're not very used to. And I'll give you tips on how to strengthen your back. Now, upward facing dog, you will have the thighs and hips away from the mat. And instead of bending your elbows, you're going to straighten your arms. So in up dog, straighten your arms completely. Press the tops of your feet still on the mat. You can have your feet closer together and then sink your hips down, but keep the thighs and hips away from the mat. Shoulders are still rolling back and down. You're still thinking about sending your heart forward. You'll notice it requires a lot more arm strength to keep you lifted here, right? And maybe you feel the stretch more on the lower mid back. Then to exit, just slowly lower your knees, maybe sit back. So usually in the vinyasas that I cue, I wouldn't put these 2 poses together because up dog is more strength based on the arms, whereas cobra, you want to focus on using the upper back muscles. And what do we mean by upper back? It's this muscles, not sure if I can reach, but it's somewhere here, just a bit outside of your spine, beside your spine and beside your shoulders, somewhere there. You know the areas where you go to massage and the ladies massage and you're like, oh, that feels so great. That's where it is. So in cobra, it's more on the back muscles, and then up dog is more on the arms. So usually in the vinyasas, if I use up dog, I would come to a vinyasa where I do chaturanga and then slide forward to up dog. It also feels a bit more natural to flow this way. Cobra pose, I would come to knee, chest, chin. So come to plank, lower my knees, chest, chin, keep my hips high, like a back bend here, and then slide forward to cobra pose. Thighs and hips on the mat. Then lower down, press up, child's pose, downward facing dog. In back bend poses, it's always about lifting the heart up, right? So we talk about still engaging the core, suck the ribs in, but thinking about lifting the heart, rolling the shoulders back and down, contracting the upper back muscles to help you get into your back bend. And you will notice that if you come to my classes, I will always use the cobra kind of vinyasa when I do back bend classes, especially deep back bend. bends, because you really want to warm up that upper back muscle to help you lift the heart more and open the heart more. Also opening the shoulders back. Whereas if it's a very gentle back bend, maybe like a normal dancer A pose, then I would use the normal vinyasa coming into up dog. But most of the time in all my back bend classes, I will do that knee, chest, chin and come to my Cobra Pose to really warm up the upper back. So tips on strengthening the back muscles for your back bends. So usually we think back bends is all about flexibility, but actually it's a lot of strength in the back muscles. In order to strengthen your back muscles, you can come to lie down on your belly. And then maybe do some baby cobras. So taking your feet out wide, forearms beside you, engage your back muscles, lift up and lift your arms away from the mat as well. Hug your elbows into your side ribs. Maybe stay here for a few breaths. Remember to engage your glute a bit and then lower down. You can also come to locust pose, reaching your hands back, lift up first to your flying cobra, and then maybe lift your legs away from the mat as well, just to engage the whole back line of the body. That will help you to strengthen the upper back muscles, and it would really change the way you come into your back bends, so that when you actively think about squeezing the back muscles, lifting the heart up, you will not place too much weight on the lower back. Usually, when I first started as well, I always feel that soreness in the lower back. It's not really pain, but then it's just not that comfortable as well. So try not to always dump the weight on the lower back. In the long run, it might not feel very great. Nowadays, I feel like bit of an old lady. Like if I dump a bit of weight on the lower back, I'm like, the next day I'm like, oh, it doesn't feel good, something's not right. So trust me, it's not nice in the long run. So try to engage the upper back muscles a bit more. It's really like life-changing. It helps you go even deeper into your back bends as well. Even if you think like, my back bends are so deep already, I'm so flexible, but when you engage that upper back muscles, just squeeze a bit more, you might find yourself in a deeper back bend. That's what I feel. So yeah, just continue practicing, and then let me know if you feel like there's any difference, or like for you it's like, it's the same to me. That's fine as well. We all have different bodies. I hope that you found that really useful, and be mindful as you flow in your vinyasas in the future. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up or a heart. Any questions or feedback, feel free to pop it in the comment section below. I hope that I will see you next weekend. Otherwise, just continue practicing and stay safe, everyone. See you all. Bye!